Hello. Well, my lungs are fine a week after the, or let's say 10 days after Corona. A week, 10 days, now they are fine. But I have a different problem since today. Um, I'm now doing the videos left hand. And yeah, while I was sick, I was very calm with my right hand thumb. But once I was healed, well, I was thinking like the right hand thumb can do anything like opening locks, and probably that wasn't the wisest thing to do. So, of course, yeah, it's not painful, but um, I want to calm down with activity with the right hand thumb because of the fall. It was stretched and it needs to de-stretch, and that will take some time. So what happened recently, um, so in the weekend I was still coughing, but Sunday morning that stopped, so no more coughing. That's good. I know Monday, 23rd of March 2020, Tuesday today, nothing comes out of the nose anymore. I did not need one single Kleenex. So that's good too. And then, of course, well, Monday I was quite nervous. I knew Sunday morning they called to say that the driver had passed the border between Belgium and France. A Belgian driver with an Audi A8 from Antwerp, who they ordered to pick them up in Saint-Tropez. So Sunday evening he arrived. That's the only news I have got. We had agreed there would be no communication, and so then apparently the drivers did sleep in their house in Saint-Tropez, and then Monday morning they took off with the car. My father, my mother, they are almost 80, and my sister and the driver. And so, well, all day long we had no news, but that was agreed. So, and by the evening, of course, I got curious, and in the day I was a bit worried. But then suddenly, quite early, around 8 o'clock, I got news that they had arrived in Antwerp. So then, well, my mother didn't have back pain and so on, and yeah, everything was fine. Well, that's the advantage of a professional driver. If I would have to drive 2,500 kilometers in 2 days, I think, yeah, I would be quite exhausted. Probably a good professional driver, they have better technique than me. So here, well, since Monday, I can't pile up dirty clothes, so 6:30 I sneaked into the laundry room in the hotel, and oh, I choose a machine to do my laundry. Um, I did that today again, and then I go immediately from the laundering room to my office and dry the clothes there. I have a coat hanger there, and so you can easily use it to dry clothes, and a few chairs. And so, and then even today I discussed with the reception that yeah, I was a corona patient, but after a week, yeah, to clean the place that is normally scheduled. And well, I said I leave it up to them if they want to clean it or not. and well, they decided to clean it, and so yeah, I have new bed sheets. um, and so yeah, so everything is tidy. um, I have already taken 19 meals from Uber Meats. In that way, well, I keep eating reasonably fresh. Mm, I don't want to eat sneakers. I have 5 maybe here, but I consider that emergency food in case there is a total lockdown or something. I have not almost not entered supermarkets. Even when I needed the toilet paper in the office, I Monday morning I started my last roll of toilet paper. Yeah, I had rented everything, so it was my intention not to come there anymore. And so yeah, and in the contracts it's like they provide themselves for toilet paper, so I wouldn't have to bring it. And well, they had some of a tenant, but yeah, not reserves, and yeah, not so much. Of course, I think they keep some spares in their own office. If they, well, I wrote in the contracts that they have to share the same toilet roll. So, but that they have to provide it themselves according to the estimate of what they use. So, yeah, there was no more toilet paper, but well, I have been in the direction of the supermarket, but there was a queue. I didn't want to queue in the supermarket. But of course, here nearby are many small Jewish stores with food, and a small supermarket. But in the small supermarket, there was no toilet paper, so I bought some water and a few other things. And then in in well, the a grocery store where they mainly sell fruit and vegetable. They know me very well. Um, I said I don't want to enter the shop. I maybe have had corona last week, but I really need toilet paper. And well, they saw no problem to selling it to me on the street. So that was solved in that way. And now I have 16 rolls. I'm fine. Um, there is not an enormous supply of water. Um, that is still something I can build up. Um, but of course, yeah, I still can make tea in the apartment. I still have some things. Um, let me think. So everything goes reasonably well for the moment. There is food with Uber Eats. Oh yeah, I had something special last Friday. Um, I I noticed, well, Uber Eats worked very well with PayPal. So as I knew I was going to leave the family home, I rearranged some bank accounts, putting much tens of thousands of euros into them. And also I started to top up the PayPal account. Um, I would not have objected putting 5,000 euro or something there, because um, I had the intention of buying plane tickets with it. If well, it was my brother who was going to book them home with a plane ticket. But yeah, I didn't know what was the problem. And well, I was sure with PayPal I can pay KLM. And so yeah, I would, but by topping up my PayPal account, suddenly they needed my identification, so a copy of my passport or something, and and proof of residence. And then they had, and then I need to link a bank account, and they had sent 2 times a small amount of money, and I needed to, so in between, and until I give all this information, my PayPal account was blocked. So for Uber Eats, I changed to credit card, so there is no problem. And but my PayPal account got blocked. Of course, I have several credit cards, so well, it's not like it's a disaster. I don't have the PayPal anymore. I have bank contact. There are many possibilities, but I remember when I went to Australia, and so I wanted to have like 5-6 possibilities to pay. So there are like 5-6 bank accounts. Of course, some banks have merged since then. But so yeah, the PayPal account got blocked, and that was quite not so interesting. And just because you go above 2,500 euro, they need some identification. Those is regulations. I don't understand why in times of such a crisis they don't lift, but yeah, if they lift these requirements, it's not that easy probably. So yeah, and well, and sometimes, but it's not a disaster. I have a little bit pain. I think I have it. I don't know. It can be different things, but I'm very careful with sugar. Um, Early when all this started, I ate some cereal of Jordan's, and maybe they mill it with stone, very traditional in England, but that some stone was left behind in the cereal and it damaged maybe one of my tooth. So I have now the phone number of 2 dentists in my mobile since today. Um, well, I went to several pharmacies to look for, but I have one bottle, but it's almost empty. To look for mouth water, or yeah, maybe you should just buy whiskey, not to drink, but to keep some mouth hygiene, to disinfect the mouth. But yeah, tonight it seems to be fine. I have eaten Asian, not too much sugar. So we will see. We think it's nothing, but well, uh, today I called with my father's oldest sister to explain that her oldest brother had arrived safely in Antwerp. I don't think he called her yet. And so, yeah, she called me an hour long on Friday in the afternoon. And I called her back today. Husband, he was a doctor, but he died in 2001. I think, yeah, 9/11. While he was in Malta, and he was watching the 9/11 attacks, and he got a heart attack from it, and he died. He was just retired, and he died. A doctor. And so, well, I want to know, how long am I still ill, or supposed to be ill? And well, she said, well, when you can smell flowers, you are healed. You are no longer ill. So yeah, but I haven't found any flowers yet. But that's something I know since tonight, so we'll see. When I can smell food or smell things, then you are healed. Well, I think I am healed. I don't know.